mic test, hello. Oh my goodness. When I noticed I was muted somehow and I couldn't unmute myself, that was a bit of a stressful moment there. It passed. Okay, so here's the deal. I didn't sleep well last night. I didn't sleep well the last 4 nights. So this stream will probably be short, but knowing my track record, it might also end up being 4 to 6 hours long. Where I'm not really sure. We'll see where my energy reserves take me. Hello? Four nights, correct. I did not sleep well for 4 nights. Since my last stream, I have not been sleeping well. I say this as it's like 3 p.m., 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I literally woke up not even 15 minutes ago. I haven't eaten in 12 hours. Well, actually, I have eaten in 12 hours. I ate a sandwich. I ate a sandwich just to get something into my system before our stream started. But yeah. I am feeling very tired. But I still have work to do, so still have work to do after this stream, so might as well start early. 4 nights? But yeah, hello basically contraption. Hello Tenshi, and I know Finn said that he wouldn't be here, but sorry, I wish I could join in, but I'm having mental health issues right now. You won't see me for a bit, alas. Anyway, looks like it's just the 3 of us. Tenshi, basically contraption. Anyway, I'm drawing Reisen, Aya, and Youmu today. Which is a bit of a change from how I'm in Utah. It's very warm and dry. Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay. So the reason that I'm doing Reisen, Aya, and Youmu today is because there's a chance that I'm only gonna be able to get the Reisen and Aya, and if I end up not doing Youmu today, that means Youmu can be paired with Yuyuko in the next stream. So there's a bit of a behind the scenes there for my reasoning. Anyway, let me start the recording and let us begin drawing Reisen, because that's the next character. I have chosen to do Reisen first instead of the originally planned Youmu. I think I planned Youmu. Okay, so my plan right now is to use probably this one. It's either this one makes sense, but this one feels more Reisen, if you get me. Like, I've drawn all of the times I've drawn Reisen, she's been surprisingly, how do I say this? She's been surprisingly confident. This one is more in line with the Reisen I think of, especially because of canon. Fanon, not canon. This is more in line with the Reisen of Fanon that I'm more familiar with. So I'm drawing her like this. Anyway, let us begin. I said let us begin earlier and did not begin. Apologies. I'm a little out of it right now. So she's gonna be looking a little bit down and to the left. It's like the wetlands here. Where? In your... It's like the wetlands in your bed? That sounds a little embarrassing to say online to strangers, don't you think? in your location, the only location you said is your bed. I can only make assumptions based on the information you give me. Sorry for being a little bit loopy today. I'm very sleepy. I realized I'm sub to basically contraption. I didn't actually check basically contraption's channel ever. Go to channel. Does this person even have videos? Let's see. Huh, not really. Alright then. There's a 3D model video I think I'd be interested in, but nothing else really. I don't remember why you don't remember why? If you do, I make Roblox content. Oh, so that's what the 3D model was for? You're learning 3ds Max? The only reason I say 3ds Max is because I believe the complex model template is 3ds is a teapot. It's Roblox Studio. Ah, gotcha. If it were Blender, it would have either been a cube or some sort of what was it? Or the monkey face. Susan, the Blender monkey. I don't know why the Blender Foundation insists on keeping that model. I don't think anyone uses it other than for demo purposes. It's not even a useful demo. It's not even a useful demo. It doesn't have sharp edges. Alternatively, it only has sharp edges. It's iconic? Yeah, I suppose. Okay, the head's a little bit... This is a little bit too... It's a little bit too flipped. Too lopsided there earlier. I keep forgetting. I should probably change the Windows setting that the Windows management setting that switches the Windows that changes how Alt Tab works on my on this PC. I want when I press Alt Tab, I want it to be based on the monitor now. Okay. Top of shoulder. Not. I'm noticing this. She has her other arm on the top of shoulder as if she was hurt on her shoulder instead of the significantly easier to hold onto elbow or wrist. That is a major self-soothing. This rabbit is high-strung. My goodness. I think it would make more sense for her shoulders to be raised, now that I think about it. Also, I probably said this before, but this is one of the songs that I wrote while I was sick 2 weeks ago at the start, when I was sick at the start of July. This is I believe it's called Face Your Failures. I think I named it that. It's based on another song I wrote. Oh, by the way, while you two are here, like the video. You're the only 2 people here. You're the only 2 people I can ask. And immediately, as soon as I said that, the video's like, thank you very much, people. Thank you. Thank you, Tin Sheet. Thank you, Basically Contraption. It surprises me every time it happens, but asking people to do something politely. Well, that wasn't polite. It was more like it is more tongue-in-cheek than polite. But asking people to do something and sometimes people do it. Genuinely surprising. I will say though, the way I've done this, her hand is too small for the size of her head. Now, her hand is just... Her other hand is just limp. Would it make more sense if you... Would it make more sense if she was like this? Yeah, it kind of would. This is a peak Reisen pose. Even considering the fact that game Reisen is significantly less that in-game Reisen is significantly less timid than Fanon Reisen. Oh goodness. So, what's everyone been doing? Tin Sheets, what's got I imagine you're in Salt Lake City, Utah for your job. Otherwise, like I imagine you're I remember you saying you're from California, so alternatively, it's because you went to visit family. Either way, what's up? What's up with you? Okay, now that I've done this, I've realized her arms are super long. Oh, the more I do this, the more mistakes I notice. Okay, if I just... Okay, I may have made her arms too short in this one now. We'll see. Oh my god. I'm already feeling fatigue set in, and it hasn't even been 20 minutes. This stream feels kind of scuffed. To me at least. I don't know if it actually feels scuffed to the viewers. For once though, I'm exactly as sleepy as all of the insomniacs watching me. Is this enough space for her ears? How floppy are they? Very scrunkly. How long is her hair? Just below the butt. At least in this game, it's just below the butt. It's fairly long in other games, I'm pretty sure. Wait, why did I draw her with ears? Well, technically she does have ears, but none of her ears are never visible. She does have a second pair of human ears. They're just never visible. Did my chat freeze or something? No, it doesn't seem like it. Did my chat freeze? Oh, yes, my chat did freeze. Let me... Okay, where was I? Luckily for the rest of the world, my vacation has stopped progress on my creations. I like these videos. Streams give her massive Team Fortress 2 hands on my way to Yellowstone. Road trip. Gotcha, gotcha. I'm just a night owl. I like sleeping and waking really late. Those arms look short, but maybe I'm insane. Those arms only look short because her waist is so long. Let me fix that. There we go. Much better. Yeah, see, my on-screen chat is still perfectly updated, but I had to reload my the actual chat I can read to be able to read all of those messages. For some reason, all of my my chat just wasn't updating. Oh, YouTube. It's literally the only thing that YouTube has that's better, that's worse than Twitch, in my opinion. Their chats are YouTube chat is significantly less robust. I guess you could say that. When I stand straight, my fingertips are basically at a level at the top of my knees. Are my arms long? Yes. Usually fingertips are like middle of thigh. But it also depends on how tall you are. Sometimes short people have longer arms and legs. Alternatively, sometimes tall people just have really long torsos. But generally speaking, middle of the thigh, fingertips should hit the middle of the thigh. My torso is pretty short. Yeah. It's either your torso is short or long. Short torso would make you good for running, now that I think about it. Shorter... Easier to close. Your center of balance is closer. I am a good runner. Okay, that explains it then. Long torso means the center. Long torso means the center of gravity is. It's still at the hips, but it's a little bit higher. Makes it a little bit harder to maintain your balance. Short torso makes it easier to maintain your balance. Top heavy, as some would say. It also depends on how much muscle is at the top of their body. Because you can be top heavy while also having most of the muscle be concentrated on your arms, on your legs. You can't be top heavy if most of your muscle is concentrated in your legs. Your arms are twigs. You also have no upper body mass. Okay, yeah, you'll definitely be a good runner. Ideally, your entire body is physically fit, but low upper body mass makes it significantly easier to be a runner. Although having no having no mass at all in your arms does make swinging your arms to maintain balance a little bit tricky, though. It really depends. Man, all the things that I learned about sports in school coming right back to me. All of the shortest kids in my school were really good runners, and the only reason they were so good at running is because they were light. You injured your left foot. How recently? Either way, some injuries can be debilitating. You do have my sympathy there. Last week. Yikes. Okay, now to turn this from a regular girl into Reisen, I need to put on the ears. How scrunkly are the ears? Very scrunkly, but in what way? Sharp. Sharp tips. Gotcha. Sharp tips in this one. My only power gone. You can probably find other powers. Humans are remarkably adaptable. Also, depending on how bad the foot injury was, this can be temporary. Okay. Oh god, my head. I need to take a drink. I've ran with other groups of people. They're very fit. I'm usually the fastest. Don't even train. I'm just like that. Yeah, that's if you're light, that's kind of your superpower. The other people probably have more stamina than you, like the more fit people. But in terms of sheer speed, the lighter person is usually going to be faster. And it's usually not even a contest. Usually. It depends on if they're actually runners and just not fit people. Like, if they're runners, then maybe. Because runners know the most efficient way to run. Not only the most efficient, but also generates the most generates the most force when pushing off with their feet, allowing them to take longer strides for less power. They're usually good at jumping forward. Yeah, basically, runners, like dedicated runners, know how to run in a way where they're basically repeatedly taking leaps forward without missing a beat. I found you, Red. I found you, Faker. Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. Sorry about that. Anyway, welcome to the stream, Futo Animationing. how are you? As you can see, I am drawing Reisen. She is nervous. Thank you, I'm doing good. As you can see, Reisen is nervous. I've explained this to Tenshi and basically Contraption already, but I'm rather sleepy right now. I basically haven't been able to sleep well for 4 nights. 4 nights in a row. And last night was probably my worst sleep ever. Probably had like 3 hours of sleep over the course of the 12 hours I've attempted to stay asleep. Kept waking up and failing to fall asleep. By the time I did fall asleep, it was like 9? No, it was like 11. It was unfortunate. The other eye is smaller than... The left eye is smaller than the right eye. When did I draw it like this? This is gonna be difficult to draw. Oh dear. I've been in a competition, if I remember. It was near the first. I either felt really good that day or I'm a maid runner. It's possible that it's both. There are people who seem to be genetically predisposed to being a good runner and still not be able to do well in competitions. Like they're really good. God decided you should win today, I guess. Not today. Futo is on vacation. Tenshi is on vacation, and Tenshi also said that last week he broke his foot. So yeah, no, that's not. That's not exactly. Never mind. God spites you. Very clean. I very much doubt God spites him. Not him specifically, at least. It's not really broke. My tendons just hate me. So... a repetitive strain injury of some sort. It's either a repetitive strain injury or a regular strain injury where you accidentally push the tendon too hard. Now that I mentioned repetitive strain injury, I should stretch my hand. I should stretch my hands. Just in case. Oh my goodness. I believe I just woke up one day and was like that. Whenever I tried to run, I'd feel the very terrible pain. Yep, that's repetitive strain injury. Like one day you're doing whatever you usually do just fine, and then suddenly you feel pain when you do what you usually do. That's repetitive strain injury. Of course, unless you have, of course you'd have to go to an actual doctor to have it diagnosed. Which, given what you've told me, it's likely that you haven't gone to a doctor about it yet. Especially consider, I'm only making assumptions, by the way. Yeah, part of the assumption is the fact that you're from the US, and it's better now, but it still hurts to run. Yeah, it's going to take repetitive strain injury takes like takes minimum 2 months of rest, I think. I think the last time I heard someone with I think that's what I've been told based on the last person that I've heard had repetitive strain injury. Keep in mind, this person was a speedrunner, and their repetitive strain injury was with their hands, and they need to do strenuous shit with their hands, even without doing speedrunning. So no running for 2 months? Unbearable. I know. As someone who has been bedridden, for 2 years, that sort of shit can be life draining. Genuinely makes you lose the will to live. It's bad. Of course, I say that now when I'm technically not able to run anymore. Like, I'm physically capable of running, but it's no longer a good idea to do that. Especially not in my current environment. But yeah, I guess you just learn to adapt. Was still unbearable in the moment, though. Man, I miss running. Let me take another drink. Oh god, not even the tea that I'm drinking seems to be helping with the drowsiness. I still have work to do after the stream. I don't want to end the stream and immediately go to bed. Try coffee? That would require me to stop the stream for a bit, pause the stream for like 15 minutes to actually get coffee. There's no coffee in the house right now. I need to go out and buy some. And the only kind of coffee I'm gonna be able to buy and be able to come back in a reasonable time frame would be shitty instant coffee. The kind that you just put into hot water. Just get more awake, Fivehead. Come on, it's not that hard. I know I mock Twitch emote culture, but well, I don't like the emotes themselves. The slang that comes from it, top tier. The slang from people that use emotes is still top tier. That is heartbreaking. Yeah. Imagine the only coffee you have access to is shitty instant coffee. The kind that barely has any actual coffee in it. It's mostly just sugar and cream. Genuinely, what is even the point of drinking that type of coffee? It barely even gets you awake. Even the coffee that's marketed as black coffee does not have coffee, and it's also really, really sweet. I mean, it has coffee. It's just like it has coffee. It just basically doesn't. The problem with pure caffeine powder is that it's difficult to keep down. The reason caffeine is so powerful is that it's how you say, it's a type of stimulant that occurs naturally in things that taste good. And can be put in other things that taste good without causing too much issue. Taking it in its pure form sort of defeats the purpose of what makes caffeine good. Then again, I have known people who take caffeine pills or and stuff like that. So I guess it depends. To be clear, I don't know people who take caffeine pills. I just know of people who take caffeine pills. The distinction is somewhat pedantic, but it's an important distinction to make, especially to the people who I would say I say I know of who drink caffeine pills. I know them from real life, mind you. What if I pour said caffeine powder in a drink that typically doesn't have it? I don't know. Probably. I don't know what pure caffeine tastes like, is the thing. It probably... chances are it probably has no actual flavor. Okay, that's a little bit... It's a little bit wrong based on her actual anatomy. It should be closer to the center, but... I'm gonna use artistic license here to I'm gonna use artistic license here to make a design choice. Caffeine apple cider. My life goal. I don't think it would even be that hard. You could buy caffeine off of Amazon. You could buy apple cider off of Amazon. It wouldn't be that hard. Like, if you really want to do it, there is very little to stop you. You have apple cider in hand. And the caffeine? Okay. I don't know what Reisen's belt looks like. I think I remember drawing her belt in previous drawing every Touhou character. Let me check. Stream projects, drawing every Touhou. Perishable Knight. Where is... Okay, she was using her blazer then. Phantasmagoria Flower View. Okay, she just doesn't have a belt buckle. But I drew her with a belt buckle. Does her art draw her with the belt buckle? No, it does not, but it's not clear if she has one or not. What about her sprites? She has a belt buckle. Actually, no, it's unclear if she has one or not. The pixels are too small. It's unclear. Oh god, I am... Okay, I guess I'm removing the belt buckle. She has one in Antinomy of Common Flowers, I think. Okay, but that's in Antinomy of Common Flowers. I'm doing Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. Like, you gotta remember, while I will take other games into consideration, that's only for things that are not visible when I do the pose. Like for example, things behind them, or the details of a scabbard that's not visible, that's not completely visible. Not things like, does this character have a belt buckle or not? Filling in gaps. This isn't so much a gap as much as it is unclear whether she has one or not, and I'm going to... And Antinomy of Common Flowers is drawn by a different artist. Like, it would be one thing if Zun clarified it in a later... It clarified it in a later game, but... in the games that he has drawn the art for, well, technically, someone else drew the art for this. Someone else drew the art for Phantasmagoria Flower View. I think Zun just did the line art and someone else did the coloring, but still, you know. I wish we had more Reisen in the blazer in the games. Yeah, it made her unique, but... with Reisen 2 also wearing the blazer, I think I prefer Reisen. I think I prefer Reisen keeping the summer uniform look. Let's just say that. I believe the white is pinkish in this game. Sure. Do I actually make it pinkish? It's a bit too much. There we go. I think Reisen's going to be the only character. The only character in this game whose white is a pink. Well, other than Remilia, I suppose, but that's how Remilia always is. Her white dresses are always turned pink. I like the blazers. I like suits in general. So I like her with the blazer. I do agree. But in the games, I wouldn't mind more blazer Reisen. But in the written works, I think it makes sense that she differentiates herself from Reisen too. Especially if she knows that Reisen 2... Especially if she knows that sisters decided to create... to adopt and to quote-unquote adopt a new pet and name it Reisen 2. I believe it's red or pink. This is salmon pink? Question mark? This is salmon, right? Maybe salmon is a little bit paler? Humanoid pets in Touhou feel off to me. Well, the sisters feel off. So, so I'm not entirely surprised. Like, does Kaguya consider Reisen a person, or does Kaguya consider Reisen a person or a pet? There's also Utsuho and Rin. Yeah, but Utsuho and Rin also have animal forms. Reisen is just a complete humanoid. Reisen is completely humanoid. Whoops. This is the same color. It's basically the same color. No, it's more purplish pink. Alright, fine. More purplish pink, a little bit darker. Maroon. Utsuho and Rin, human-like in intelligence. I would agree with that. It's more a matter of, is that what the character wants? It's like taming a crow or chimp. Are they a pet or a friend? Could be both. Could be both. I'd call them friends, not pets. Fair enough. Really depends on your outlook towards animals. Like I can consider a dog a friend and still also consider them a pet, for example. But some people, but for some people, the intelligence of a dog, and the difference in intelligence mean that they cannot be friends. They are just pets. For some people. Like, when you think of... Like, you also remember, cats consider humans a pet. Cats consider you their friends, but they also consider you their pet. I mean pet or friend without the... I mean pet, which can be both, or friend without the pet. That's true. That is a distinction to make. Apologies for the yawning. And Yukari treats Shen like an actual animal sometimes. I mean, Shen is a nekomata. She is technically still a cat, even if she's also an extremely intelligent yokai. She's but human-like. Keep in mind, but also keep in mind, Yukari also treats Ran like a projectile. She just throws Ran at her enemies. I don't think the way Yukari treats her underlings is expresses quite the nuance we're talking about. Yeah, Yukari is weird. Man, I still find it so funny that I was able to draw... that I was able to doodle Ran being a projectile. That was such a rare opportunity. Wait, in this game, is it... Oh yeah, it is. It's very red. Just not quite as red as I'm drawing it. Like Alphys draws Reisen's red eyes as if her eyes are colored like blood. I draw them as if they're literally glowing red. Redsen. Anyway. Okay, time to make my fixes so that it actually looks good. Clean up. Actually, I wonder what would happen if I just... Yeah, no, this is fine. Scarlet Weather Rhapsody has my favorite Akiyama themes. I'll be honest. I think most of Akiyama's themes are pretty bad until like... I think most of Akiyama's themes are pretty bad until like Antimony of Common Flowers. I'm offended. I think the compositions are still good, but that's like more in favor of Zun than Akiyama. I don't like the instrumentation, basically. I think part of it is because I hear too much of myself in Akiyama's music, and I can hear all of the flaws. Like, all of the mistake Akiyama makes in his music are mistakes I make. All of the issues in his music are also issues in mine. I like the instrumentation. It's so aggressively 2008. Yeah, that's fair. It honestly feels more like it doesn't really feel like he's choosing his instrumentation. It's more like his instrumentation is choosing him, which is in fact one of the things I hate about my own music. Just for the record. You feel like he feels so constrained by his choice of instruments. He makes use of it creatively, but like I can feel how how constrained it feels. I also just like the Scarlet Weather motif. That's fair. I don't particularly like the use of the... What was it? I think they mostly use shamisen, koto, traditional traditional Japanese instruments. I didn't like the usage of it, so that would also be the issue there. Hi Plume. As you can see, I'm working on Reisen. It should be done in like 30 minutes to an hour from now. The game used violas and zunpets a lot. Yeah. She looks cute. Yeah. Like, I took a look at this spread of her, and then I noticed that the way she holds her arm, she's holding her arm by the shoulder, by the upper shoulder, which takes significantly more energy to do than holding her arm by the elbow or by the wrist, which means this girl is strung like a bowstring. The tension in her body must be extreme. I can only recall Western instruments from Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. What am I thinking? Was it Scarlet Weather Rhapsody that I'm thinking of, or Hisouten Soku? I might be thinking... tell you what, Tenshi, I might be thinking of Hisouten Soku. So, you may prove me wrong yet. I might be thinking of a different game. It's either Immaterial and Missing Power or Hisouten Soku. Correct. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I did start liking Yuto Akiyama's music more in Hopeless Masquerade as well. Hiso's Tensok was orchestrated. Okay, then I'm definitely thinking of Immaterial and Missing Power. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Apologies then. I probably like Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. I'd probably like Scarlet Weather Rhapsody's music more if I re-listen to it. Alright. I disliked Hiso Tensok's OST because it sounds too un-Touhou. Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? We're doing fine, Fenrir. What do you... Too un-Touhou? I mean, I suppose. Like when I think of Touhou, I think of like an eclectic collection of genres. Especially considering the fact that Zun keeps trying to learn new musical styles as the games go on. He's been on a bit of an electronic kick since. He's been on a bit of an electronic kick since what game was it? What game was it? Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. He's been on a bit of an electronics kick since that game, but every game seems to have like a song from a slightly different genre. Mostly a vibe thing. Akiyama's Hiso Tensok stuff sounds a lot less MIDI-ish than most Touhou music. Your second date went well, but we decided to just be friends. Fair enough. I'm happy for you. I would consider that a win. Would you actually have been a good would a relationship between the two of you actually been a good one? I don't know. It's a question only you can answer, my friend. You and your therapist, if you have one. If you don't have a therapist, then your closest friend who you talk to about this. And don't call me your closest friend. I'm a stranger on the internet. And I'm a stranger on the internet you only talk to on Wednesdays and Saturdays. To be honest, the relationship was close. You're the closest person I know, and yes, but I'm still yes, but I'm still a stranger on the internet that you only talk to on Wednesdays and Saturdays. It's okay, Red. You're our stranger. Very clean. Okay, I don't like this. Man, what was I drinking in 2020? This is I've forgotten how good along the overcast sidewalk was. It's probably my most well-composed songs I've ever written. I'll see you guys later. See you, Fenrir. Three of my favorite themes of all time are probably from Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. Oriental Sky of Scarlet Perceptions, Skies Beyond Clouds, and the Flawless Clothing of the Celestials. They all have the motif. I need to do the skirt, which I'll get it done eventually. Like I don't know about you, but like I think doing skirts is relatively easy. Like when you think about it, skirt is just like a cylinder. Yeah, skirt is just like a cylinder, and you. I forgot the shortcut to do this faster. There's the skirt. Well, actually, there's the skirt. And then you just put a cloth simulation on this. Although ideally, the parts in the center are probably supposed to close off, and the parts outside are supposed to spread out. That's the part that I didn't really do, but should be relatively easy to do. How much should this be visible? Not very. Okay, what part of this? Oh wait, no. Not all of the skin has been shadowed. Man, I really need to finish this song. Song is called Liminality. Every single note currently is like on max volume, which makes it sound artificial. Which is not exactly an effect that I'm trying to go for with it. Although it could work when I think about it. Sorry. Ugh. Yawning. For 2017 Touhou content used a lot of Scarlet Weather Rhapsody music from it. On YouTube at least. And I'm not entirely sure why, because I think most of the fighting game remixes are I think most of the fighting game remixes are inferior to the originals. I'll be honest here. There are like very few exceptions, and it's mostly because of my own preferences for songs. I mean, things like the ground's color is yellow and repair battle themes that debuted in the game. Yeah, the ground's color is yellow is in fact the song that I'm thinking of when I think I don't like Akiyama's music from that era. I don't like that version of the song. Like, if... It only appears twice. The first in Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, and the second in Antimony of Common Flowers. Okay, then I don't like the Scarlet Weather Rhapsody version. Did Zun write that one? Like, was Zun... Like, I'm sure Zun wrote that one, but like... did Zun do the instrumentation for that one? So that was entirely Akiyama's work. Surprising. Well, I think he did better in Antimony of Common Flowers. Probably would have been my favorite track in that. It could have been my favorite track in that in Antimony of Common Flowers if that game didn't have such a stacked soundtrack. Again, I am so late. I'm still only on the first character. It's only been an hour and 30 minutes. It's basically the same, just with a tweaked sound font. I think that's why you like it. Yeah. There was something limited about the old version that doesn't feel There was something limited about the old version. It's not just the sound font. It felt like it's not just the sound font. It felt like the sound font wasn't being used to its fullest. It's like Akiyama was purposely doing less with it than he could have in order to in order to stay within the sound font's limits, which is in fact something I hate about my own music. I hate the fact that I have to do that for my own music. Also, no, it's not well, you say it's basically the same. It's the same in composition. It's not just the sound font that's the issue. It's also how he used. It's also how he used the sound font. What is the word for it? The ease in and out. The ease in and out of the instrument attack, the slight vibrato for the sustained notes. There's a lot of things about the later version that are like technically superior to the older version. Like, technically speaking, I believe Akiyama could have done that with his old sound font. I know Zun was able to do that with the old sound font. But, I don't know. Then again, I do also Like, people do criticize Zun about his old sound font usage, considering the fact that all of the all of the songs in Perfect Cherry Blossom just scream at you. It's something I love about his music, but it is a flaw. I think the fact that Scarlet Weather Rhapsody stuff is dated is why I find it so appealing. That's fair. It's also like the datedness is also why I find the embodiment of Scarlet Devil soundtrack appealing, even though objectively I don't think it's that good. Like, compositionally it's still excellent, but like, I gotta go now. Sleep well, Red. See ya. Screaming music can hit good, but not if it only screams at you. Well, the music in Perfect Cherry Blossom doesn't only scream at you, it just screams at you a lot. I love the EOSD OST vibes. There are some songs where, while the embodiment of Scarlet Devil vibes are immaculate when you play it in game, I would never listen to it as anything other than background music for the actual game. I don't like the EOSD version of Locked Girl. I think the EOSD version of Shanghai Tea House is kind of... I think the EOSD of Shanghai Tea House feels kind of grating. I usually listen to arranges of EOSD music. Well, I kind of also listen to arranges as background music, but like, it's been a long time since I've actually listened to arrangements of Touhou music, like as background music instead of just the Touhou soundtracks. Like, and even then, I have like a very specific style. Well, not really a style. Very specific band, very specific Dojin circle, whose music I consider the best. And even then, it's like, it's the best for me. I wouldn't even say it's the best objectively. It's more the best for me. Like, if you're familiar with Marasi, the pianist, he has a band called Logical Emotion. He does instrumental covers of Touhou songs. Scarlet Weather Rhapsody is perfect for me. Amazing story, vibe, music, and dated visuals are what I adore. Yeah, the thing is, what do I think? What my favorite game is. Like, my favorite game to actually play is Double Dealing Character, but if you're talking soundtrack as a whole, if you're talking just soundtrack, it would have to be what game was it? Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. If it's just the soundtrack, it's that one. Okay, Reisen's done. Let me stop recording. Alright, new... Who is next? Oh boy, the next character on the list is Aya. Listening to DCDC's soundtrack makes me appreciate the stage 4 theme even more. Ah yes. Magical Storm, I believe it's called. I have every single track in that game memorized, if only because I've played it so much that whenever I listen to the music, I can see the exact patterns the bullets will take. Okay. Now beginning the bird. Honestly, I don't care much for Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom soundtrack. It's very good, but it doesn't attract me. It attracts me because it has the same effect on me as my own music does. You know how my music kind of melts into the background and I can just listen to it for hours on end? It keeps me focused. Yeah, that is the reason why Legacy of Lunatic King. That is what Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom's soundtrack is to me. Something to keep me focused. What pose is this? Look to the left. It's so funny. This is her standard pose, but I'm looking at it like this is fun. This is a fun active pose, but this shows more of Aya's personality, which is annoying. She's annoying. It looks like she's taking a picture of you without your permission. Okay, I'm gonna do that instead. I hate that bird. Yeah, I know. I hate Momiji more. In Mountain of Faith. Yeah, Momiji in Mountain of Faith. She was the ender for most of my 1cc attempts. I still haven't 1cc'd Mountain of Faith. I don't always lose to Momiji, but she's the one that takes up that eats up most of my lives. Second only to Aya. My issue with Mountain of Faith is in fact she is just I would hate her so much if she was real. I assume you're talking about Aya. That's part of what makes her entertaining. But yeah, she is genuinely the character. She is genuinely kind of the most annoying character in canon. Okay, this hand needs to be on another layer because it is too big and it's kind of not the right shape. She is kind of birdly without being a bird. Yeah, she is a crow tengu, but she's not a literal crow. She's as annoying as a crow would be if the crow decided you were their friend. You were their friend and you're there to entertain them. My hatred for her is based on if she was a real person. Gotcha. So you're one of those people who can't separate fiction from reality. But ironically, you have told me many times that it stopped being ironic. I no longer believe. You've committed to the bit to the point that I no longer believe you when you say it's a joke. Committed to the bit to the point where I committed to the bit that to the point that I no longer believe it's a joke, and even if it was a joke, it's no longer funny. Her face is a bit too long. Do I want to make it less? Do I want Ai to look younger? Only a little bit overdone for a joke? If you say so, friend. If you say so. Least overdone Touhou joke? I will agree with you there. I will agree with you there. Hating Aya is at least not as overdone as literally every single other Touhou fandom joke. Why did I draw her so small? She's gonna be half body work. Sakuya pads, Yukari old, Reimu poor, Serno dumb, Tenshi brat, fortune teller dead. I will admit that I will admit that I sometimes still joke about Reimu being poor. Although when I joke about Reimu being poor, it's mostly a joke about me being poor. Maybe there needs to be people making some new Touhou jokes that there are a good amount of jokes to do. I really just don't want to be overdoing doing the same old jokes anymore. To be fair, I have tried. Like, let me see here. What other jokes did what other Touhou jokes that I've done? Let's see here. There has to be one. I believe Flandre Scarlet Mansion said, Yukari iPad baby. The Yukari iPad baby joke. This was Thin Sheets. Although this is... We didn't wait 4 years for a new game. Untrue. We wait 2 years for a new game. Marisa Thief. Basically Contraption. Did you not see this? But yeah, what else is there? Shnish suggested this one. Jun with the slot machines. And the other ones that I do. Oh yeah, Sakuya the World Jokes. Who remembers that? There's Chiari and Orin. There's Chiari and Orin. Chiari losing to Orin at chess. This was definitely one of mine. It didn't catch on. That's so old that even the fandom stopped. It's strawberry. Oh, Tenshi, this was yours. I hate that you made me draw this. Yeah, what the fuck, right? Abs. I think the Reimu head was the first images I saw from you. Yeah. There was this. Post the Suika. But that was only because of the... But that's based on another meme. I posted this, but this is mostly a shipping meme. I don't think shippers... I don't think shipping memes are the same. Where is it? Would you be a chaotic neutral? Yes, I do consider you chaotic neutral. Now where is it? There's cream of mushroom soup where Marisa offers to feed Reimu, but she's feeding her what amounts to poison. Although the yokai and fairy seem to be eating it just fine. What else is there? I swear I've done more of these. The shipping meme is also something I saw ages ago. Lately you noticed that it was from you. I think I followed you for a long time. And only lately came to your streams. There's this one. Where I keep drawing Seki Banki getting drenched in rain. Getting drenched in rain, trying to meet up with Wagasagi Hime. I'm so excited for drawing every... double dealing character. I won't be able to do it for several months, but I'm so excited for it. There's this one. Also another one based on the rain. I particularly like this one. Not gonna lie, I'm just waiting for Tenshi right now. Yeah, it won't... The Seki Banki one's... the Seki Banki getting drenched joke. People strangely not overdoing it, because I'm probably the only person who does it. This one was based on an event that happened in Touhou World Cup during lunatic scoring. Mountain of Fate lunatic scoring. Yeah, I don't really... I do a lot of jokes, but they're more like in canon jokes. You need to actually know about Touhou to be able to appreciate them. I think that's part of the issue. You've seen it from other artists as well? That's surprising. Why? How though? Well, now that I think about it, the characters Seki Banki is shipped with are the mermaid and the girl who is also an umbrella. So Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. It's almost becoming scary 3 a.m. time for me. Maybe you should sleep? Or are you too engaged with the conversation? Man, pointing my right... I ship Banky with Kagero, and I forget why. Banky is very low-key. Banky is very low-key and is able to stay in the village. Is able to stay in the village while remaining undercover. Of course, what constitutes undercover depends on who you're asking, but, you know. It's not entirely clear how much the village knows that that Banky is a yokai, and how much they're overlooking. I know it originated with my weird South Park AU. Banky has such a low profile, and yet she dresses at... And yet... Look at how she dresses. Look at this. This is incredibly conspicuous in a... This is incredibly conspicuous in the human village. Blood red cloak and bright blue hair tie. Yeah, she has that edgecore fit. A normal person from the human village will look at that and immediately clock her as a yokai. Humans don't wear that. Not unless they're like... Not unless they're explicitly weirdos, like Marisa. Or Sakuya. Or Sumireko. Maybe they see her as mentally deranged. You know what? That could be it. Maybe they consider her just... Maybe they do just consider her a weirdo, and that's that. It would certainly explain why no one... It certainly explain why no one confronts her about her weird... Actually, no, what am I saying? This is Japan we're talking about. People would never confront... Even if everyone knew, no one would confront Seki Banky about the fact that she's a yokai. She's keeping a low profile. People would respect that. I as human disguise is the least conspicuous, but in doing so makes her more conspicuous. That is correct. Why do I keep doing this? I keep making the body too long. Tengu look pretty human in Touhou. That's true. What if there's a rave community in the human village and there are others that are dressed like her? You know what? That is true. Like, I believe Mistia... there have to be fans of Mistia and like, for example, there have to be fans of Mistia and Kyoko. There have to be fans of Mistia and Kyoko in the human village. They would wear modern day outfits though, that is correct. Or at least modern day rave outfits. Not necessarily whatever the fuck Saki Banky's wearing. I'm going with my mentally insane theory. Yeah, I do think that's more likely though. Like people just think Sekibanki's people just think Sekibanki's crazy. Raiko doing breakcore. Maybe there's not really a norm of clothing in Gensokyo, and people are more or less used to their other people's clothes being very strange. The thing is, there is an established type of clothing in Gensokyo. Kimono. All of the civilians we see them wearing kimono. Or some sort of tunic. Yeah, I also noticed that right after sending this. Just me thinking out loud. Fair enough. What type of camera is this? Oh my god, Aya decorated her own camera. Those aren't buttons. Those aren't buttons and straps. Those are decorations. Oh my goodness, Aya. It's a compact camera, I believe. I believe it too. Just, you know. I'm gonna have to redo the way I drew the hand now, though. Because I realize now why Elphys drew it like that. My brain constantly wonders why Tengu don't have cars yet. Then it's immediately answered. They can fly. I wish I could draw hands easily like you. Years of practice. All I can really tell you. It's the only reason, like, there are not enough humans that can't fly for cars to take off. Like, to cars to get popular in Gensokyo. and there's not enough places that need that people who can't fly need to go to. That necessitates cars yet. Like, if Kaneko gets her way, eventually Gensokyo will get there, but not yet. They don't need planes either. Gensokyo is small enough to not need them. Exactly. Like, a regular human in Gensokyo can eventually learn how to fly. Like, you don't need to learn magic to be able to fly in Gensokyo. It's one of the things that's feels rather important about the setting. Cars also need roads, and that would have to change the landscape of Gensokyo a lot. Untrue. Cars don't need roads. They're just more efficient on roads. I say that as someone who lives in a country where people use cars in open fields. Use cars in open fields to and stuff like that. Hey, that speed bump looks like a yokai. Oh god, there would be so much red tape around building car infrastructure in Gensokyo. I don't think even Kaneko would want to do that. Build a train, build a trolley, build a dedicated transport network that takes people from one place to another, but don't build roads. Not like that. I spent 30 minutes kind of talking about me. I spent 30 minutes talking about memes. Moria Ropeway. Yeah, what was it called? It's not a trolley. It's one of those hanging things. Are they just called lifts? Are they just called mountain lifts? I don't remember. I think there will be rather trains than cars in Gensokyo, since humans don't really want to get out of the village anyways. They're chairlifts, right? Like, I think the only humans who go out of the village to go to Hakurei Shrine and Moria Shrine. And the rare person who goes out to Korindo at the edge of the Forest of Magic. Gensokyo politics. Indeed. Make it easier for parishioners to reach Moria Shrine. I'm always surprised to learn this, but Aya wears a bow tie. Wears a bow tie instead of an actual tie. When I think of Aya's clothing, I always think she has a regular tie, not a bow. Very surprising. It's also used to avoid Tengu territory, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's for humans to be able to get to the top of Yokai Mountain without angering the Tengu. And possibly getting the humans disappeared. I think it's because Hatate has a tie. Okay, you know what? That makes sense. Also, I'm surprised in this version, Aya doesn't have the... Aya's left side isn't, doesn't have the... What is it called? The pattern on them. Like, let's see here. Drawing every Touhou. In Phantasmagoria Flower Review, I believe... No! That side doesn't have have it either. Does Mountain of Faith have it? Mountain of Faith has it. Fascinating. It reminds me of a sash even though it isn't one. Correct. I agree with that. Oh, fascinating. She's carrying a sword in this one, I assume. Is it a sword or is it fan? I think it's a fan. I think it's a fan. I just... Interesting. Now, oh, in this game too, Aya wears the shortest skirt. Okay. Revising the way I'm gonna have to revise the way I say the statement. In the games where Sakuya is present, she wears the shortest skirt out of all of the girls, except for games where Aya is present. Which is like one game? That reminds me, I'm gonna have to draw art for Double Spoiler at some point. Shoot the Bullet and Double Spoiler haven't gotten artworks yet. I am, of course, only going to be drawing Aya and Hatate, but, you know. Her skirt is 2 centimeters long in fanon. Depends on the fanon. And the artist. Although I have seen my fair share of 2 centimeter long Aya skirts. It is both really funny and also kind of sad. And also, I like it too. Okay, this is... The upper skirt is too long. Let's roll that back a bit. Time to draw Aya with a skirt that is 2 centimeters long. If I ever do that, I'm not. It's not gonna be on YouTube. Girl couldn't afford enough fabric. Is it because she can't afford enough fabric, or she wants? Is it because she can't afford enough fabric, or she wants to show off those legs? Let's be honest. The showing off the legs is probably the reason Sakuya has the shortest skirt as well. She eats the rest of the fabric. Donate to Bunbun Mario for more skirt. She takes the donations and doesn't buy more skirt. She uses it for camera equipment and blackmail. How does she use donation money for blackmail? Trade secret. I've seen it so short that her panties are visible even though she's just standing. Artists. Horny artists are going to be horny. Like, I personally don't mind. But I do wish sometimes they would have tact. Wait. Let me double check. Are we talking about horny art or non-horny art that happens to be horny? Like is the artist specifically an artist for porn or for risque artwork? Aya would be the person that if you don't buy her a newspaper, she would flash you on the spot, but only if the person would not want to see it. That sounds unfortunately very accurate to Aya, actually. Oh no. Are her ears visible in this? Oh, fascinating. She has human ears in this one. And the free flowers don't come from the top of the hat, but they come from the side and behind. I was so shocked when I saw her not having her usual pointy ears. I was shocked too. It was, I don't know if this is a Zun thing or an Alphys decision. You're not criticizing her fashion, you're criticizing artist's decision to draw her with a shorter skirt than she actually has. Which is a decision that I can also mock because people do that with every character. Looking at horny art of Touhou characters and shaking my head being like, she wouldn't wear that. It's most egregious with characters who canonically dress modestly. I am attracted, but also angry. I sometimes do that, but only because I think to myself stuff like, these legs look so good, I don't want to hide them. Oh, that is fair. Honestly, that's probably the reason why people draw characters with skirts so short. But the thing is, I even see them do that. See artists do that with characters whose legs I think kind of just look average. The noodle legs. I see that with characters who draw artists who draw characters with noodle legs. I don't get it. I don't get it for those ones. Maybe they're just used to drawing it like that. Yeah, I suppose. Funny, there's little tassel things at the end. It's really funny that she puts little tassel things on her camera. Is right shift on my keyboard stuck? Yes, it seems to be. Man, I hate it when it does that. Like, the actual keys themselves are fine, but the app I'm using to display my keys on screen just gets stuck. Her hand is so big in this one. Do I make her head bigger instead of making her head smaller? Like, is this technically more accurate? Yes. Okay, fine. Let me fix the forearm. Aya is a big hand person. She would be. But would she have Team Fortress 2 hands? Would she have yaoi hands? Actually, she would, when I think about it. Aya... yaoi hands is not a new term. Aya would have the yaoi hands even though she'd be the bottom. Reminds me of artist that draws Touhou's all with the same face, same body type, same everything, just with the clothes different. It's a new term for me anyway. If you've read any yaoi or boys love, then it's a fairly common term. Basically, a lot of the time, the art in boys love or yaoi, specifically yaoi. No, I only read Yuri. Sorry. Fair enough. Shnice, are you talking about the Reddit artist? What Reddit artist? Are you talking about me? Because I do have kind of a case of same face. Yaoi hands are a pretty old term if I remember correctly. Yeah. It's only really been a thing because it was really only a thing in the West. Because for whatever reason, Western fans only ever got a hand of the yaoi with bad art. Like, I don't know what it was in the early 2000s, but the Western fans only ever got scanlations of the bad boys love and the bad yaoi. Is if we name them, it would be too mean. It's the one who drew Peak Tenshi once and never again. Talk about the one artist that draws twos with huge boobs but always in the same size. Always in very familiar poses. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? I suppose the fact that it's a Reddit artist is in fact something that narrows it down considerably, but still. It's the quote-unquote artist that draws every character. It's an artist that draws every character with huge boobs and in the same pose. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure it is, buddy. I'm sure it is. Okay, I think the caffeine is finally starting to kick in. It took like over 2 hours to kick in, but it's kicked in. I'm finally awake. I forgot their name, so I literally cannot give a better description. Excellent plausible deniability. I am choosing to treat this as plausible deniability, by the way. Like, even if that's not your intention. It's mean-spirited on... I've complained about this artist a lot. It's absolutely mean-spirited on my part, but I plan to continue. I am not gonna police what you say or do while in private company. But I would advise you to not badmouth any artists directly while I'm here, while on my stream. I don't wanna be accused of encouraging this sort of thing. It's really funny to me that Aya has a red Ramiel. Has a red Ramiel on top of her head. Guess I'll say bye now. Are you going to bed? If so, good night, Tinsheet. Have a good rest. If you're not going to bed and you're just leaving, well, I'm not the boss of you. When I complain about her, I don't mean it mean-spirited. I'm just disappointed, but I'm not really improving. You can't force someone to change. That is true. So either they change on their own, or... Either they change on their own, or you just cut them off. To be honest, I don't know if it's a her. It just slipped out. Ah, yes. You also have the issue where you treat it, you treat online fandom as if it's always girls. Girls in fandom instead of mostly men. It's possible you have a very similar fandom upbringing to me. If you've been following me for a while. If you've been following me for a while and also only look at Yuri. Not really, this one artist, I associate the one artist with a woman. Ah, never mind then. Alas. I don't think I'll ever encounter someone like me unless they come from Tumblr. Specifically Tumblr circa 2013 to 2016. Well, 2013 to 2018, actually. Why did I draw paintbrushes and not the end of a cloth? of a strip of cloth. But yes, I do look at Yuri a lot. Although lately also some yaoi. Oh, you're lucky. You must have been looking at the good yaoi if you're not familiar with yaoi hands. Howdy, Redler. I joined at a good time. Aya is one of my favorite Touhous. Welcome to the stream. I've been working on her for around an hour. I'm almost done with her. Lines. It's just going to be a colored sketch, so won't be too. Won't be too long. I am familiar with yaoi hands. That was another person that wasn't familiar with them. Oh, it was basically contraption. Whoops. Apologies. I'm like, I said that caffeine was kicking in, and it did give me energy. It made me more awake, but it didn't make me less scatterbrained right now. Like, being more awake doesn't mean I'm more mindful. It just means that I have energy. I have the energy to do stuff. Whew. The question is, how long will this energy last me? I still have work to do after the stream. Will I be able to do that work, though? Is the question. I played a bit of DK Bonanza earlier. It's a very fun game. I have heard nothing about that game, but hearing that it's fun makes me happy. I'm glad that the people who paid $1,000 for a new Nintendo console are getting their money's worth. I still can't get over the fact that they charge so much for that console. Yeah, coffee makes me a bit more scrambled in the head, while a little bit of coffee calms me down. Tea just makes me locked in. Why did I say coffee earlier? I meant to say caffeine. I didn't drink coffee. I drank tea. God, I am just a bit scatterbrained right now. There are like no games on it at all right now. I've just been playing Nintendo Switch Online games alongside Donkey Kong and Mario Kart. I mean, you could play Switch 1 games. Like, that's one of the reasons the PS2 was so great. Like, just complete. I'm happy my favorite art program, Mario Paint, is on Nintendo Switch Online. Oh, mad respect for using Mario Paint. It is not an easy program to use. Or at least I don't think it's an easy program to use. Time to use Mario Paint for my next Touhou sprite. Good luck! is very limiting, especially in the color department. But I like limits a lot. I like limits within reason. There are some limits that are just makes it really difficult to work. There's some limits that feel stifling, and other limits feel freeing. It depends, really. The wildest thing to me is that Aya's fans in this game have a sword hilt. Look at that. Like, you're not gonna be able to see most of it in my artwork, but like, that shit is gold. It's gold plated. That fan looks strangely legendary in this game. It's gonna be interesting to write the social media post for this one. I don't know what aspects of Aya I'm gonna talk about in this one. I'll probably talk about how the fact that Aya's decked out to the nines in this game. She, like, not only did she accessorize her camera, she also has the gold plated fan. Actually, now that I say that, I'm going to call attention to how absurd her fan is. I'm gonna have to actually draw her fan in detail. So let me do that. Alright, rest of Aya's hair. Let's not forget that. Aya, as in most of the games, has short hair in this one. Although I can almost believe she has her hair in a ponytail. A very loose ponytail. Oh, the crackling in that's at the start of that song. I'm gonna have to fix that somehow. I don't know if it was just my... I don't know if I should like the Aya fandom or not. Aya fans are weird. Most fans of specific Touhou characters are weird. Like, there are like fans of Aya, and then there are Aya fans. Let's just say that. The latter category exists as a type of fan whose only interaction with the fandom is in fact the character they're into, which makes interacting with them weird. As a fan of Aya, I fully agree with this. Am I done? Not yet. Is this fuzzy? Kind of. Colors. Okay, which is going to be the most annoying to color? The hair and the whites. Okay. I'm not... Usually the white parts are the more annoying thing to color, so I'll draw the hair first. All of them are the same shade of red. Well, not quite the same. The ball over there. The ball over there is semi-transparent. Interesting. Is it black? It's black. The tip of my nose keeps itching. Specifically the tip. This is annoying. I think a mosquito bit it, and I just didn't notice because I was so focused on drawing. God, I hate the rainy season. That's not true. I actually really like the rainy season. I like the rainy season, but specifically the parts slightly before the rainy season and slightly after the rainy season, not the middle of it. Near the end and near the beginning, the rainy season is actually quite pleasant. It's just as the heat starts becoming unbearable, it starts to rain again. Like, just as the heat of the dry season becomes unbearable, it starts to rain again. And it's quite pleasant. And then it starts raining really, really hard. And so many problems happen. And then, after a few months of that, it starts to become the dry season again, but not quite yet. So, all of the rain isn't... So all of the rain still keeps going, but... it's no longer as torrential as usual. Not gonna lie, it sounds like a pain in the ass, but also chill. You'd have to just get used to it. Correct. It, like most different climates, will just have to be something you get used to. Like, I am used to warm, humid environments, and then when I'm taken to cold, dry environments, I almost immediately get sick. Like, part of the reason is because my body doesn't really produce enough body heat naturally to counteract the cold, and for whatever reason, wearing more layers doesn't actually make me feel warmer. Feels weird to be putting cool colors like green onto Aya's clothes. Like, if this was like a maple leaf, like a fallen maple leaf, it would still be in character, but this is like a maple leaf that's still alive. Or at least it was alive at the time. Was alive at the time it was plucked. Okay, anything else? I'm missing skin. Aya needs flesh. I feel very tired. Like, I still have energy, but I feel tired. It's unfortunate. I want to keep going. Wait, I want to see if I can still I want to see if I can force myself. Drawing is tiring. But I do want to see if I can push myself. If I start to get more fatigued though, I'm definitely gonna have to end the stream. Wait, no. If I don't want to end the stream while I'm in the middle of drawing Youmu. Do I... Alright. Okay, I might end the stream after Aya, then. Oh god. I would probably use this as my Discord profile picture. This artwork. I is one of your favorite characters. Aw. You know what? Just for you, I'll make this slightly more detailed. Let's add some soft shading. Just for you two. I also would have done this for Sakuya, but I've already showed my bias for Sakuya enough. I don't wanna push it. I'm not a dedicated Sakuya artist. I'm a general Touhou artist. This would also help with making these things look actually like they're shiny. And did I use a flat airbrush? Smaller. I usually liked Aya only because she was annoying as fuck. To be fair, being annoying means you're memorable. What was that one Pirates of the Caribbean saying? You're the worst pirate I've ever heard of, but you have heard of me. And for a newspaper, being known for any reason whatsoever is probably a good thing. Shiny balls. Shiny diamond. Wait, no. Decahedron. 8 sides. Octahedron. The reason why I liked her is that she hits the archetype of annoying piece of crap so well that I have to respect the writing on her. Yeah, Zun cooked with her, to be honest. Zun knew what he was doing. Unfortunately, it also resulted in creating an army of simps for her that are probably as annoying as she is. But that's not Zun's fault. That's the fandom's fault. I fuck with Aya but not her fans. As is the case with most fandoms. Fuck with the work, not with the fans. That's how you keep yourself sane. By engaging with fandom content. Find a group of fans you actually fuck with, and then fuck with them and exclusively them. It's a bit lonely, but it works. Oh, excuse me. I like Aya because I think Tengus are cool. Even Touhou Tengus. Fair enough. I think Touhou Tengus, at least the ones with names that we've seen, are significantly less impressive than their mythological counterparts. Hatate is the best. Hatate is great, but I don't like her because she's a Tengu. I like her because she's basically a neat. Wait, no, she's not a neat. I like her because she's basically a shut-in that is forced to go outside. I like stories like that. Shut-in, forced to go outside. Hatate's source missing texture. The source engine missing texture skirt. Yeah, black and purple plaid. The only character I like because she's a Tengu is probably Momiji. She forgot to install Counter-Strike Source. She forgot to install Half-Life 1. No, she forgot to install Half-Life 2. What if she got installed Counter-Strike Source and made her fashion identity? Honestly, Hatate does seem like the type who would do that. Like, I'm not entirely sure why she has those vibes, but she seems like the type. Okay, no, not last things last. I still have to do this. Okay, last things last. White. Wait. Oh, the tip of her sword is not white. Oh dear. Let me just real quick. There we go. Okay. The way I shaded it makes it look like it's made of brass instead of gold. That's fine. Wait a second. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. I thought I had trim. I just realized something. This is white. It's not supposed to be white. Oh god. She had a part of her neck that doesn't even have... Oh no. Okay. Alright. Let's see if I can fix this. You know what? Surprisingly easy fix. Back to coloring in the whites. Okay, last color gonna be the green. Then I move on to what is it called? The main shadows, the main lighting, right? Wrong layer. No, wrong brush. Brush is the word I'm thinking of. Okay, hide the softs. Let's add some shadows. Here's a new folder. And the lit parts, what are they gonna look like? Too green. There we go. And the mask. And black. Alright, hard shadows. Let's go. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, fatigue is setting in. I'm definite, which means I'm probably not gonna get much done today after the stream. That's a shame. It also means that this Aya will probably be the last drawing for the day. It's a shame. Wanted to get started. I wanted to get to work on a Youmu. It is a good Aya. Thank you. She's pretty. I did, but very nice 3D effect there. Glad I was able to pull that off. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. Okay. There we go. That's next. Shadows, shadows, shadows. Excuse me. I am so focused that I'm basically no longer talking. Oh dear. Yeah, my throat is filled with phlegm. Bit of a consequences to drinking caffeine. Normally it doesn't get this bad though. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to end the stream once this eye is finished. Ooh boy. Alright. Second to last layer. Highlights. Oh dear. Okay. Let me just real quick. There we go. Eye is done. Oh boy. Let me stop the recording. Oh, I'm so tired. I still have work to do. But I want to go to bed. The problem is, I don't think I'm gonna be able to go to bed. The caffeine won't let me. Oh no. Okay, Reisen is done. Aya. Oh, there's some things I could probably do for Aya. Let me just real quick. Let me add this to a new folder. Wait. I guess also red. Actually, no, Aya is probably closer to orange. Okay. Oh boy. Many things I can add to both of these. Okay. Copy paste. Gaussian blur. Tone curve. Okay, let's try and overlay. I like those colors. Let's go with that. And deeper colors. I do like deep colors. Let's go. And add a mask. Let's do the same thing for Aya. I need to learn the keyboard shortcut for that. Okay, Red, I made it to the stream. You just made it in time for me to end the stream. I'm basically done. I'm about... I'm basically done kidding. So there, that one's done, and this one's done. No longer have the energy to do Youmu. They came here to say goodbye. Oh, that is so funny. I'm already an hour later than I normally stream Kitten Noodles. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here. Next stream will be Saturday, August 2nd, same time as usual. Friendly reminder, I have a coffee, coffee.com/Redler Red7. Send me $1, any bit helps. It'll allow me to keep drawing artwork for strangers on the internet. Thank you everyone for watching.